Boo. Boom, boom. I've been A1 since day one. You homies, boom, boom. I've been A1 since day one. You homies, boom, boom. What up? What's good? Hi, everybody. What's poppin'? I got options. Hey. All right. So we just listened to what the mayor said. The mayor said a couple new things. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna repost my notes from last night so that it's not redundant. What up, Habibi? Habibi! I miss you too, bro. I'm gonna repost my notes from last night, and then I'm just gonna build upon those. So if you have questions and I didn't answer any questions, you can just check the story. It's just going to be it's a flat piece of paper. I'll also go back to it a little bit tonight. Some big things that happened. Something that happened last night was that Governor Newsom, the governor of California, issued a statewide order that is practically parallel to stay at home. So that now means that the entire state of California is enacted and ordered to stay home unless you're going out to get essential things. So it's not just Los Angeles, it's the entire state of California. And that happened last night. So it's, pretty big step. I got a buddy that lives in Colorado, and it's the same thing. So this is becoming nationwide very fast. If you asked me to guess what's going to happen, I think by Monday we're going to have a federal, not lockdown, but like a federal, order that stay home unless you need to go to the grocery store or whatever. If I had to guess, that's what I think is going to happen. Also, the mayor of LA won't be live streaming or giving us anything tomorrow. He'll be back on Sunday. He's going to go save our city and do shit for our city tomorrow, so it's understandable. A really positive thing is that you got citizens, not just in LA, but citizens all over America are stepping up and doing incredible things. They're helping people. You got people giving away, sanitation devices and money and food, and they're helping the elderly and people that can't go out there. So as a not just as a city, because he was talking about the city. So as a city, we're coming together, and I think as a nation, we're coming together, and hopefully as a world too, which is what it seems like. What else we got? Okay, so here's a big thing. If you're feeling sick, this is for everyone. Call the doctor first. Don't just go in there if you got symptoms, right? Unless those symptoms are so bad that you literally can't breathe. If you can't breathe, go to the doctor. But if you're feeling sick and you're like, oh man, do I have it? Call first. Use some sort of telemedical device. I'll post one of those too later. So if you don't know what that is, it means you can call in, you can FaceTime a doctor, you can talk to someone, give them your symptoms, and then they'll let you know whether or not you should come in and get a test. Because if you have symptoms, but you're not sure, and you go to the hospital, you're going to be taking up space, you're going to be taking up a bed, you're going to be taking up the time of a medical professional that could be saving someone that is dying. And that's, what is happening in Italy. That's what happens in places where the coronavirus is spiking. And we are heading towards a spike, that is for sure. So let's try to, what do they call it? Flatten the curve, right? Also, do not visit, this one's a little bit harder. Don't visit loved ones that are in facilities like hospitals or retirement homes. Unless you are going to an end-of-life visit, unless they are going to pass and you would need to say goodbye. Because you will be going to, visit your aunt in the hospital or your grandfather at a retirement home. And when you get there, you might actually have symptoms without knowing it. If you're young, if you're 23 years old, or if you're a teenager, you're in your mid-20s, then you might have COVID-19, coronavirus, and not feel anything, but you can still give it to someone else. So if you go to visit somebody at a retirement home or at a hospital, you could kill other people just by being near them, and you wouldn't even mean to. So the only time you should ever go visit loved ones that are in a facility are if, unfortunately, they are passing and it's an end-of-life visit. Positive thing is that 1,000 beds are being set up right now, so there's going to be 13 centers open for homeless, for shelterless people, for people that are living without a roof over their heads. There are 1,000 beds that are going to be ready by morning for you. Those shelters are not for people that are sick. Those are for our Angelinos and this is Los Angeles specifically. Those beds are for the healthy homeless population, so that they can actually keep safe from being infected by corona. which I think is really cool. It's 1,000 by tomorrow morning, which it has not even been a week, which is incredible. There's going to be another 6,000 coming. There's a total of 42 shelters for homeless people, which is badass. $1 million loan program for small businesses that has nothing to do with the individuals, but it kind of does, because if you're working, right, and you work for a small business, they won't have to fire you because there's an $11 million program for them to get a loan that can keep you with a job, and their doors, if not open to the public, open for business to do online e-commerce, delivery, takeout, whatever it is. It's just really, really great. There's a moratorium, we know this, but I'll reiterate, I wish I spoke Spanish. I do this shit in Spanish too. I'm so sorry that I don't. But Mayor Eric Garcetti actually does the end of his speech in Spanish. So if you want to watch, I'll post that video to his Facebook as well. But yeah, there's a moratorium on evictions, which means if you can't pay your rent and you live in LA, if you literally cannot pay your rent, you live paycheck to paycheck, and you got fired or your paycheck's not coming in and you can't pay rent, don't worry. They're not going to kick you out. They got you. And that's for Angelinos. That's for people living in Los Angeles. Another thing you can do, the federal government is taking over unemployment, as they always have. So if you got fired, apply for unemployment, okay? You can get a check every single month. The federal government, the United States of America, the great motherfucking nation that we're citizens of, this is why we're citizens of them, because they can hold off for you and they can protect you and take care of you in this time when you're in need. That's why they're here. So apply for unemployment. You get a little bit of cash. It's not going to be, probably what you're used to, but it is something to cushion the blow. Ain't no pride about it. Apply for unemployment if you're unemployed. It's smart, right? It's a good move. There's also, if you have been laid off or fired, what's pretty tight in Los Angeles at least is there are family source centers that you can Google my local family source center. Or you could go to www.lajobportal.org. I'm going to repeat that. If you're looking for a job, if you got fired, if you got laid off, if you're looking for something to do and maybe make some money, go to lajobportal.org. That one more time, that's www.lajobportal.org. Okay, they are posting jobs that they need. If you need jobs, they're posting jobs. They're like, oh, this medical facility needs someone to run stuff. These facility needs this. So I'm not sure how many jobs they have. I haven't checked it yet. But if you need a job, www.lajobportal.org. Also, Netflix, shout out. Eric Garcetti mentioned my man Ted Sarandos. Okay. Netflix actually has put in $100 million fund for creatives that are out of a job, which is fucking amazing, because there are so many hard workers that are not actors that go into making films and TV and content. You got, everyone that works behind the scenes, right? That's 99%, if not more, of the crew. Now there's $100 million fund for you. So Netflix did that. Word up to Ted Sarandos. That's my motherfucking man. It makes me even more proud to be a part of the family. Oh yeah. Number 10. Various food and beverage companies are increasing their production right now so that our supply chains are fully stocked. This way we don't run out of food. So if you're living in Los Angeles, and I'm sure it's not just for Los Angeles, I'm sure this is countrywide. Don't quote me on that, but why would they only do it for one motherfucking state? Huge food and beverage companies are mad increasing their production so that there's more food available to us. Don't worry, grocery stores are staying open, hardware stores are staying open. You get to go out and get essential items. You're going to have your medical needs taken care of. Remember, call first. Call your doctor first. Don't just go straight into the hospital, because God damn it, you're going to take up a bed and someone might die. Unless you have to go to the hospital, because if you can't breathe, get your ass to a hospital right now and let all of us who are staying at home keep a bed waiting for you at the hospital. That's the whole point of this. What do we got? That was everything. I'm sorry I don't speak Spanish. I wish I spoke Spanish. But then this would be 3 times as long, you know what I'm saying? And it'd probably annoy the hell out of people. Does anybody have any questions? Not that I'm the source of authority. But the phone number is not fake. It's a real phone number. I'm on there at least 2 hours a day texting people, trying to get to know people. Do I feel scared? No, I don't feel scared. I'll tell you why I don't feel scared. Birdie actually Paula just hit it on the head. Because I feel informed. You know, I feel like I as opposed to just being afraid, I feel like fear comes from not knowing. Fear comes from like the unknown. Fear comes from this feeling of like, I don't know what's going on and I'm overwhelmed by it, you know, and my way to combat that fear, because I'm a little afraid, of course, we should all be afraid right now. This is a serious thing, but use that fear to push you, right? To inspire you to learn more about what's happening and to feel like you might even be able to play a part and have a goal and a mission to lessen the blow of this thing. So am I afraid? Yeah, but is it crippling me? Absolutely not. But also I'm super privileged, right? Like I don't have to apply for unemployment. So I'm super privileged and I'm in some bourgeois motherfucking place where it's okay for me right now. And so that's why I want to help as much as I can, because I can't just stand by and do nothing and sit in a house on a hill and be like, I feel great about my life. What do I have to worry about? Like people, that's what we have to worry about. So that's why I'm here right now. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah. Guys, this quarantine is getting old though, isn't it? This shit's getting old as fuck though, real quick. When I'm texting people, everyone's like, oh my God, it was fun for 5 days and now I don't know what to do with myself. Help me. It's so funny. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a great night. I'll be posting this information on my story, so you just check it out. I don't personally think quarantine is boring. It's getting a little old, but I enjoy it. All I do is read and journal and text people I just text people back on this. It takes up so much of my day. You could ask my mom. She gets so mad. My mom gets so mad because all I do is motherfucking text people all day. She's like, put your phone down. I'm like, nah, Mom. I'm like talking to people from Idaho right now and Florida and New Orleans, which, by the way, New Orleans is a hot zone right now, as is Detroit. Shit's getting real. All right, I'm going to go. I love you guys.